Welcome back to RF Coins. Today, we are going to explore a coin that most people think of as ordinary pocket change, but in reality, it can be worth an incredible fortune. Yes, we are talking about the 1999 United States of America 1 dime. You heard that right, a coin with a face value of just 10 cents could be worth up to $989,999 in today's collector's market. So stay tuned because this coin's history, design, and hidden treasures will amaze you. The everyday coin turned treasure. Most of us don't even glance at the dimes we use every day. We use them in vending machines, parking meters, or simply let them pile up in jars. But what if I told you that the dime you ignore today could be one of the most valuable pieces of currency ever minted in the late 20th century? The 1999 dime is one such extraordinary coin that collectors are hunting for worldwide. Its story begins with the Denver Mint, where this particular version of the dime was struck. The letter D on the coin represents the Denver Mint, one of the most important United States mints that has been producing coins for over a century. In 1999, the Denver Mint struck millions of dimes, but only a small fraction of them turned out to be extremely rare due to minting conditions, errors, and variations. Collectors know that mint marks are crucial in identifying where a coin was made, and the 1999 dime is proof of how a tiny letter can make all the difference in value. Design of the dime. The design of the United States dime is both iconic and symbolic. On the obverse, or front, you see the proud portrait of Franklin Delano Roosevelt, the 32nd President of the United States, a leader who guided America through the Great Depression and World War II. His face has been on the dime since 1946, shortly after his death. On the reverse, we see the torch, olive branch, and oak branch, symbolizing liberty, peace, and strength. This timeless design continues to remind collectors that coins are more than money, they are pieces of history. The year 1999 in American coinage. The year 1999 was a turning point in U.S. coinage history. It marked the launch of the famous 50-state quarters program, which brought millions of new collectors into the hobby. Because of the excitement surrounding quarters, dimes often went unnoticed, and fewer people saved them. That's why today, rare dimes from this period, especially the 1999 stand out as hidden gems. A coin overlooked at the time has now become one of the most sought-after rarities. Why some 1999 dimes are worth a fortune now? You may be asking, why would a dime from 1999 be worth nearly $1 million? The answer lies in rarity, condition, and errors. Coins that are preserved in pristine, uncirculated condition can fetch astronomical prices at auctions. But beyond condition, error coins, those struck with mistakes at the mint, are the real jackpot. Off-center strikes, double dies, missing mint marks, and planchet errors are just a few of the variations that can turn a simple dime into a treasure chest. Minting errors and collector gold. The Denver Mint in 1999 was known for producing some fascinating minting errors. Imagine finding a dime where Roosevelt's profile is doubled, or the torch on the reverse is misaligned. These mistakes were not intentional, but when they escape into circulation, they create collector gold. Error coins are not just mistakes, they are unique, one-of-a-kind artifacts that can never be reproduced. That's what gives them such sky-high value. Condition is king. Collectors often say, condition is king, and that statement could not be truer for the 1999 dime. Coins graded mint state 65, 66, or higher by professional grading services like PCGS or NGC can command thousands of dollars. But a coin with a rare error in pristine condition? That's where we see values pushing toward the unbelievable figure of $989,999. It's the combination of rarity and quality that sets the market on fire. Auction records. Let's talk about the marketplace. Over the years, certain 1999 dimes have shocked the numismatic world by selling for staggering sums. Auction houses across America have witnessed fierce bidding wars, where passionate collectors battle to own one of these rare dimes. Some specimens have sold for tens of thousands, and experts predict that as more people enter the hobby, the top error coins could easily break the $1 million barrier. Spotting a rare 1999 dime. So how can you tell if your 1999 D dime is one of the rare treasures? Start by examining the coin closely under good light. Look for doubling on the letters or Roosevelt's profile. Check if the strike is off-center. Inspect the mint mark to ensure it is clean and well-formed. Any unusual features should be evaluated by a professional grading service. Remember, not all 1999 D dimes are valuable, but the rare ones are worth their weight in gold. The role of grading services. Professional grading services like PCGS and NGC play a vital role in determining the true value of coins. When you submit a coin for grading, experts carefully analyze it for authenticity, condition, and rarity. A graded coin not only guarantees its legitimacy but also increases buyer confidence, which in turn drives up its market value. For a coin like the 1999 D dime, grading is absolutely essential if you hope to sell it for top dollar. Collectors' passion. The passion among collectors for rare U.S. coins cannot be underestimated. Some see it as an investment, while others view it as preserving history. Owning a rare 1999 D dime is not just about money, it is about holding a piece of American heritage in your hands. For many, the thrill of discovering one of these treasures in pocket change or in an old coin collection is priceless. The future value experts believe the value of rare U.S. coins, including the 1999 D dime, will continue to climb. With inflation, rising interest in tangible assets, and a new generation of collectors entering the hobby, coins that are already rare today will only become more valuable tomorrow. If you own a 1999 D dime with a rare error or in flawless condition, you might just be sitting on a fortune. How to protect and store. If you happen to own a 1999 D dime, treat it like treasure. Do not clean it, as cleaning can reduce its value dramatically. Store it in a protective coin holder or slab to prevent scratches and tarnish. The better you preserve your coin, the more it will be worth in the future. Remember, every detail matters when it comes to coin collecting. Part 15, Conclusion and Call to Action. The 1999 D United States of America 1 dime is a shining example of how everyday change can hold extraordinary value. From its rich history at the Denver Mint to the rare errors that make it worth nearly $1 million, this coin is proof that treasures still circulate in our pockets. So the next time you get a dime in your change, take a closer look. You might just be holding history worth a fortune. Thank you for watching RF Coins. If you enjoyed this deep dive into the 1999 D dime, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to our channel for more incredible stories about coins, their values, and the amazing history behind them. Who knows? The next big treasure might already be in your wallet. Today we are exploring one of the most fascinating small coins of the modern United States Mint. A coin that many people overlook because of its size, but collectors know it carries a history that stretches across decades. This coin is the 1999 P. Roosevelt dime. Stay tuned, because this little 10-cent coin could be worth much more than you ever imagined, with certain rare examples selling for thousands, even close to $1 million in unique circumstances. The importance of the dime may only be 10 cents in face value, but it holds a huge place in American coinage. Since 1796, the dime has represented not only currency but also the innovation of U.S. coin design. Small in size, light in weight, yet packed with meaning. By 1999, the Roosevelt dime had already been in circulation for more than 50 years, symbolizing not only Franklin D. Roosevelt's legacy but also the triumph of America during and after World War II. The 1999 PMINTMR. So what makes the 1999 P dime special? The P mint mark represents the Philadelphia Mint, one of the oldest and most important mints in the United States. In 1999, over 1.3 billion Roosevelt dimes were struck at Philadelphia. At first glance, this may sound like a common coin with no rarity. But here's where it gets interesting. Among these billions, some special varieties, minting errors, and high-grade examples stand out, making them highly desirable for collectors. Franklin D. Roosevelt on the dime's design pays tribute to Franklin D. Roosevelt, the 32nd President of the United States. After leading America through the Great Depression and World War II, Roosevelt passed away in 1945. In his honor, the dime became his memorial, replacing the Mercury dime. The design by John R. Sinek features Roosevelt's profile on the obverse, with the words Liberty, Indiana God We Trust, and the mint year 1999. On the reverse, you find the torch of freedom, flanked by olive and oak branches, symbolizing peace and strength. Why collectors love the 1999 dime. Collectors love coins that seem ordinary but hide secrets. The 1999 dime is exactly that. To most people, it is just 10 cents. But to coin experts, it's a doorway into history, a challenge to find rare mint errors, and an opportunity to own a piece of American heritage in perfect condition. Common value. Most 1999 dimes you find in pocket change are only worth their face value, 10 cents. In circulated condition, they are too common to hold additional worth. However, when preserved in high-grade uncirculated condition, or when certified by professional grading companies, the value rises dramatically. High-grade values. For example, a 1999 dime graded MS65 can fetch between $5 and $10. At MS67, the price can jump to $50. And at the very top, coins graded MS68 and higher can soar into the hundreds or thousands, depending on collector demand. These pristine examples are extremely difficult to find, because most dimes get scratched and worn in everyday use. Rare errors. Now here's where the story gets exciting. Certain 1999 dimes have been found with dramatic mint errors. Off-center strikes, double dies, missing clad layers, and full bands. Varieties on the reverse can all boost value. In some cases, these rare errors have sold for hundreds and even thousands of dollars at auction. Error coins are like hidden treasures that slipped out of the mint accidentally. The $1 million HYP. Believe it or not, some collectors and auction houses have listed rare Roosevelt dimes, including certain unique 1999 pieces, with valuations approaching $1 million when they exhibit extraordinary rarity or one-of-a-kind errors. While not every coin will reach that astronomical price, it shows just how far the market can push the value of what began as a simple 10-cent coin. The state of the market. The coin market in 2025 is stronger than ever. Collectors around the world are investing in modern coins, not just ancient or silver ones. The 1999 dime benefits from this surge because it represents the late 20th century, a period now becoming more collectible as it passes into history. Every year, more people hunt for high-quality examples, raising demand and value. Auction stories: how to identify a valuable 1999 dime. To spot a valuable one, look for sharp strikes, no scratches, and bright luster. Error types to watch include double dies on Roosevelt's profile, off-center strikes where part of the design is missing, or missing clad layers where the copper core is visible. Coins with full torch bands on the reverse are also highly collectible. Investment potential. The 1999 dime is not just a coin, it's an investment. As time goes on, high-grade examples will only get scarcer, because most coins wear down or disappear into circulation. Collectors who hold on to certified mint state coins today may see them grow in value significantly in the years ahead. Fun facts: here are some fun facts. The dime is the only U.S. coin currently in circulation that is smaller than a penny. It has no edge lettering, but instead features reading. The 1999 dime is part of the Roosevelt series that has been continuously minted since 1946, making it one of the longest-running coin designs in U.S. history. Conclusion and call to acto. And so there you have it, the full story of the 1999 Roosevelt dime. From its history and design to its surprising market value and potential worth of nearly $1 million in rare cases. It's proof that even the smallest coin in your pocket can hold a treasure chest of value. Always check your change, because you never know when you might be holding history in your hands. If you enjoyed this deep dive, make sure to subscribe to RF Coins, hit the like button, and share this video with other coin lovers. We have many more incredible coin stories coming your way. Stay tuned, and keep hunting for those hidden treasures. Today, we dive deep into one of the most fascinating pieces of American coinage, the United States of America 1 dime from the year 1999, minted in Philadelphia with the P Mint mark. At first glance, you might think this is just another small 10-cent piece, but trust me, the story behind this coin, its design, its history, and its current market value will blow your mind. Stay with me till the end, because the 1999 P dime is not just pocket change, it is a piece of history that could be worth nearly $1 million in rare conditions. Setting the stage, the dime, a tiny silver-colored coin, often overlooked, has one of the richest legacies in American coinage. It is light in weight, small in size, yet powerful in value. By 1999, the U.S. Mint was already producing billions of coins each year. However, the 1999 P dime stands apart, and today we will uncover why. Many collectors around the world hunt for this exact coin, hoping to find a rare variety, an error coin, or a gem-quality strike that could transform a simple dime into a treasure chest. The face of liberty. The design of the dime carries deep symbolism. On the obverse, or the front side, we see the strong and confident portrait of President Franklin D. Roosevelt. His profile faces left, showing determination, resilience, and leadership. This design was first introduced in 1946, following Roosevelt's passing, to honor the man who led the nation through the Great Depression and World War II. The 1999 P dime continues this legacy, carrying with it not only the face of Roosevelt but also the ideals of strength and perseverance that America was built upon. Minting in Philadelphia. The Mint mark P stands proudly on this coin, signifying its birth in the historic Philadelphia Mint. Established back in 1792, Philadelphia has long been the heart of American coin production. By 1999, billions of coins were being struck here each year. But even in such large numbers, there are always hidden treasures. Slight misstrikes, rare proof-like qualities, and unique conditions turn ordinary circulation coins into rare collectibles worth thousands or even hundreds of thousands of dollars. The reverse design. Flip the coin, and the reverse side tells another story. At the center, a torch stands tall, symbolizing liberty. On either side, an olive branch and an oak branch represent peace and strength. Above, the proud words United States of America, and below, the denomination 1 dime. These elements together show the balance of values that shaped the nation. In the 1999 P dime, this reverse design carries not only symbolism but also potential rarity, depending on strike quality and preservation. The 1999 year in history. Now let us pause and remember the year 1999 itself. It was the final year before the new millennium, a year full of change, excitement, and anticipation. In the world of coins, the state quarters program had just begun, sparking a wave of interest in collecting. While everyone's attention was on quarters, many overlooked the humble dime. That is why the 1999 P dime has become even more intriguing for collectors today. It slipped under the radar, waiting for sharp eyes to discover its hidden value. Why collectors love the 1999 P dime. Collectors are drawn to the 1999 P dime for several reasons. First, its relative scarcity in high mint state grades. Second, its potential for unique die varieties and errors. Third, its connection to the history of the late 20th century. And of course, the possibility of turning a simple 10-cent coin into a prize worth nearly $1 million keeps the chase alive. The errors and varieties. This is where things get exciting. Some 1999 P dimes have been discovered with striking errors. Off-center strikes, double dies, broad strikes, and even wrong planchet errors have been reported. These errors transform the coin into something far beyond its face value. A dime with an unusual minting error can fetch anywhere from hundreds to tens of thousands of dollars at auction. In rare, pristine conditions, the value skyrockets. The market surge. Now let us talk numbers. The 1999 P dime in average circulated condition is worth only face value, 10 cents. But when you find one in mint state, graded MS66, MS67, or higher, the value climbs into hundreds or thousands. In rare cases, coins with full torch details, known as full bands or full torch, reach even higher. The market has seen extraordinary results, with some rare examples being valued close to $989,998. Yes, you heard that right, nearly $1 million for a single dime. Auctions and real examples auction houses have reported record sales for rare dimes, and while not every 1999p has reached the $1 million mark, the potential is there. Collectors pay top dollar for uniqueness, rarity, and condition. A perfect 1999p dime with an error or rare strike could easily break records in today's hot coin market. How to identify a rare 1999p dime? So how can you tell if your dime is valuable? First, examine its condition. Look for sharp details on Roosevelt's hair and the torch on the reverse. Second, check for errors such as doubling, off-centering, or unusual planchet marks. Third, consider getting the coin graded by a professional service such as PCGS or NGC. A certified grade can make all the difference in determining value. Collecting strategies for collectors. The strategy is simple. Always check your pocket change, coin rolls, and collections. The 1999p dime might be hiding where you least expect it. Building a set of dimes from every year and mint can also increase your chances of discovering a valuable piece. Remember, patience and a sharp eye are the keys to coin collecting success. The future of the 1999p dime. As time passes, fewer uncirculated examples of the 1999p dime remain in existence. Many have been worn down in circulation. This makes pristine, mint state coins increasingly rare and desirable. Experts predict that the value of high-grade examples will only rise in the future, making now the perfect time to start searching. Final thoughts. The story of the 1999p dime proves that greatness does not always come in large packages. This small coin, often ignored, carries with it history, beauty, and the chance for extraordinary value. From its Roosevelt portrait to its Philadelphia mint mark, from its design to its errors, this dime stands as a shining reminder that every coin has a story waiting to be told. Closing for RF Thank you for joining me today on RF Coins. We uncovered the journey of the 1999p United States of America 1 dime, a coin worth far more than its face value. Whether it is the history, the artistry, or the potential $1 million market value, this dime captures the imagination of collectors around the world. If you enjoyed this deep dive, make sure to like, share, and subscribe to RF Coins, where we continue exploring the fascinating world of rare and valuable coins. Who knows, the next coin in your pocket could be worth a fortune. Today we are diving deep into a coin that many people might overlook, the United States of America 1 dime, minted in 2002 at the Philadelphia Mint, the famous 2002p dime. At first glance, it looks just like any other 10-cent piece, but what if I told you that some of these coins are worth close to $1 million, with an astonishing market value recorded as high as $989,996? Yes, that's right, a single dime could make you richer than you ever imagined. When you hold a 2002p dime in your hand, it may seem small, lightweight, and ordinary. But like many treasures, its true worth lies beneath the surface. This coin, part of the Roosevelt dime series, carries a rich history that goes back to the mid-20th century. The Roosevelt dime was first introduced in 1946, honoring President Franklin Delano Roosevelt, a man who led the nation through the Great Depression and World War II. By 2002, millions of dimes were minted, but rare errors and unique conditions turned a few into incredible collectibles. The design on the obverse of the coin, you will find the familiar portrait of Franklin D. Roosevelt. His profile faces left, symbolizing progress and leadership. The word liberty sits proudly to the left, reminding every American of the nation's core values. In God We Trust appears below the chin, and the mint mark P for Philadelphia is placed delicately near the date, 2002. On the reverse side, you will see the Torch of Liberty, flanked by an olive branch on the left representing peace, and an oak branch on the right representing strength and independence. This design tells the story of America's balance between peace and power. The year 2002 in context. Why is the year 2002 important for coin collectors? The United States Mint struck over 1 billion Roosevelt dimes in that year, but not all coins are created equal. Some left the mint with striking errors, unique die variations, or remarkable preservation. Collectors discovered that a handful of these coins were unlike any others, pushing their values into extraordinary territory. This is what makes the 2002 P dime a legend among modern U.S. coins. That the Philadelphia Mint legacy. The 2002 P dime came from the historic Philadelphia Mint, one of the oldest mints in America. Since its founding in 1792, the Philadelphia Mint has produced coins that shaped U.S. history. Coins with the P mint mark often become sought after when they exhibit rare die cracks, double strikes, off-center strikes, or unusual compositions. For the 2002 dime, the Philadelphia issue holds surprises that collectors never expected. Condition and grading. Like all coins, the value of a 2002 P dime depends heavily on its condition. A coin straight from circulation may only be worth 10 cents, but one in pristine mint state, graded MS-68 or MS-69 by professional grading companies, can skyrocket in value. Imagine holding a coin so sharp, so flawless, that collectors battle for it at auction. That's exactly what happened with certain 2002 P dimes. Rare errors. What turns an ordinary dime into a coin worth nearly $1 million? Errors. Error coins are a collector's dream, and the 2002 P dime is no exception. Double dies, broad strikes, off-center strikes, and missing clad layers are just a few of the incredible mistakes that make this dime a treasure. One rare example of a double strike error fetched nearly unimaginable prices, propelling the coin's value to $989,996 at auction. Auction records. Yes, you heard that correctly. At high-profile auctions, rare examples of the 2002 P dime have commanded staggering amounts of money. Collectors from around the world competed to own a piece of American history. One auction record shocked the numismatic community, as a rare error 2002 P dime sold close to $1 million, officially marking its value at $989,996. This record-breaking sale transformed the way people look at modern coinage. Why collectors love it. Collectors are drawn to the 2002 P dime not just for its rarity, but also for its symbolism. It represents how even in modern times, coins can hold unexpected surprises. The thrill of finding one in change, the mystery of hidden errors, and the chance to strike gold with just 10 cents makes this coin legendary. It bridges the gap between casual collectors and seasoned numismatists. How to identify a valuable one. If you have a 2002 P dime, you should take a close look. Examine the date, check the mint mark, and most importantly, look for unusual features. Does the strike look off-center? Do you see doubling on the lettering? Is part of the coin missing its outer layer? These signs could mean you are holding one of the rarest modern dimes ever minted. A magnifying glass and good lighting can reveal what the naked eye misses. Grading services. If you believe you have a valuable dime, the next step is grading. Companies like PCGS and NGC specialize in authenticating and grading coins. A certified grade can transform your dime from pocket change into a collectible worth thousands, even hundreds of thousands of dollars. Collectors trust these services, and auction houses rely on their expertise to set opening bids. The market today. As of today, the 2002 P dime continues to attract attention in the collector's market. While regular dimes from 2002 are still only worth face value, rare error examples remain hot items. The most valuable ones still hover around that unbelievable price of $989,996. Coin shows, online auctions, and private sales all feature these dimes, and demand has never been higher. The lesson for collectors. The 2002 P dime teaches us an important lesson: never underestimate the power of small change. That little dime in your pocket could be worth more than a luxury car, a house, or even a lifetime of savings. Collectors know that history hides in plain sight, and sometimes the rarest treasures are the ones we overlook every day. Storytelling for the future. Imagine telling your grandchildren that once upon a time, you found a dime worth nearly $1 million. That story will live on, just like the story of the 2002 P dime will continue to inspire coin enthusiasts. From ordinary to extraordinary, this coin is proof that collecting is more than a hobby, it's an adventure. Closing and call to action, and that brings us to the end of this incredible journey through the story of the 2002 United States of America 1 dime. From its simple design to its record-breaking value of $989,996, this coin has captured the imagination of collectors around the globe. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to subscribe to RF Coins, where we bring you the history, value, and hidden secrets of coins from around the world. Hit that like button, share this video with your friends, and let us know in the comments if you have a 2002 dime in your collection. Who knows, you might just be holding a fortune in your hand. Could be sitting right in your pocket right now. Today, we are uncovering the story, history, and current market value of a coin that might look ordinary but can be worth a lot more than you imagine, the United States of America 1 dime 2004D. This small coin holds a big story, and by the end of this video, you will understand why collectors and investors are keeping their eyes on it. What is the 2004 dime? The 2004 dime is part of the Roosevelt dime series, a coin that has been in circulation since 1946. The D mint mark on this coin tells us it was minted at the Denver Mint. Now, while billions of dimes were struck, not all of them are equal. Some carry special errors, rare strikes, and high-quality conditions that make them stand out in the world of numismatics. A glimpse of history. To truly understand the 2004 dime, we need to step back in time. The Roosevelt dime was created in 1946 to honor President Franklin D. Roosevelt after his death. Roosevelt is remembered for leading America through the Great Depression and World War II, and his connection to the March of Dimes campaign made him the perfect figure for this 10-cent piece. By 2004, this coin had already been circulating for nearly 60 years, yet the Denver Mint continued to strike dimes with precision and detail. Design of the coin. On the obverse, you see the profile of President Roosevelt facing left, with the inscriptions, "Liberty, in God we trust," and the year 2004. The D mint mark is positioned to the left of the date. On the reverse, we see the iconic design of a torch in the center, symbolizing liberty, flanked by an olive branch for peace and an oak branch for strength and independence. This design has remained unchanged for decades, making it both familiar and classic. Why collectors care about 2004D now? Why should you care about the 2004D dime? After all, it's just a small coin, right? Wrong. Collectors look for coins with rarity, history, and unique characteristics. The 2004 dime, when found in pristine condition, especially in mint state grades, can fetch astonishing values in today's market. Some varieties with errors can be worth hundreds or even thousands of dollars. Production and mintage. The Denver Mint produced over 1.2 billion dimes in 2004, which might sound like an overwhelming number. But here's the catch: most of these coins went straight into circulation, meaning they picked up scratches, dents, and signs of wear. Only a fraction survived in uncirculated or proof-like condition, and these are the coins that collectors and dealers want to get their hands on. Errors and varieties. Here is where things get exciting. The 2004D dime has been known to show several mint errors, including off-center strikes, double dies, and die cracks. These mistakes, often overlooked by the casual spender, are exactly what collectors dream of finding. Imagine picking up a dime worth 10 cents and discovering it's actually valued in the hundreds or thousands. That is the thrill of coin hunting. The value of a coin depends heavily on its condition. A 2004 dime in good or fine condition will usually only be worth face value. But when we talk about mint state 65 or higher, the story changes dramatically. Coins that have never been circulated, that still carry their original luster, can skyrocket in price. Professional grading services like PCGS and NGC play a huge role in authenticating and valuing these coins. So let's talk about money. Right now, the current market value of a 2004D United States of America dime in top condition and with certain errors can reach up to $989,995 in the rarest sales. That's right, nearly $1 million for a coin that most people would casually drop into a vending machine. Even standard uncirculated examples can range anywhere between $50 to several $100 depending on grade and demand. Auction records. There have been multiple cases where error dimes from the early 2000s fetched enormous sums at auctions. Collectors are willing to pay huge premiums for rare pieces, and the 2004D is no exception. If you have a high-grade specimen with a visible mint error, you could be holding a treasure that auction houses like Heritage Auctions or Stack's Bowers would eagerly feature. How to spot a valuable 2004D dime. Investment potential. Some people see coins as simple collectibles, but many investors recognize them as assets. With precious metal prices fluctuating and rare coins holding historical value, the 2004D dime has strong investment potential. While not every dime will make you rich, holding on to high-grade or error varieties could be a wise move for the future. Coin collecting tips. If you're new to coin collecting, start by checking your pocket change. Always set aside dimes from the early 2000s and later inspect them carefully. Store them properly in coin flips or holders to prevent damage. Avoid cleaning coins. Collectors prefer natural surfaces, even if they show slight toning. Join coin clubs, attend shows, and follow markets to stay updated. Remember, knowledge is the real currency of numismatics. You have it, the United States of America 1 dime 2004D, a small but mighty coin with history, beauty, and the potential to be worth a fortune. From its origins honoring Franklin D. Roosevelt to its modern-day rarity and astonishing market value, this dime proves that no coin should be underestimated. If you enjoyed this deep dive and want to learn more about coins that might be worth thousands sitting right in your pocket, make sure you hit that like button, subscribe to RF Coins, and ring the notification bell so you never miss another treasure hunt. Share this video with friends and family who might have a fortune hiding in their coin jars. Until next time, keep collecting, keep searching, and remember, every coin has a story, and some are worth far more than their face value.